Sending a handwritten note or a card is almost a lost art these days, especially with all the e-cards and the texts and emails floating around. Well, our next guest is having none of that. Welcome back, Judy Cutler, to the show. She's with Create Beyond the Lines with an easy way to give a personal touch to a card. As if a card isn't personal enough, you really are going over the top.
Absolutely.
This is such a cool idea.
It is a cool idea, but I'll tell you how it came about. When I was moving, I opened up this box and it had artwork for my kids. My kids are 35. So can you imagine the size of the box that I had?
And what did you do?
I was going to send them the artwork, and then I thought, oh, I can't bear to let this go. I have to do something
You're one of those moms?
with it. Yeah, so I just took pictures of all the artwork before I put it in the box and shipped it away. And then I started thinking, you know, this should be shared with some other people.
Right.
So that's how this came about.
Okay, so what exactly are we doing here?
Okay, so we all have artwork sitting around the house. Like this is a
hanging
little
on your fridge, you know?
Yeah, this is a little drawing from my neighbor, and it says, from Santa. And all you do is you take your phone, take a picture of that.
Wow.
Take it into a PowerPoint or a Word document. We're all techie. We all work with all this stuff all the time. So it's not so hard. And place it in the middle of the page.
Okay.
Print it out
like this, right?
Yeah, print it out on cardstock, and it looks something like this. Then I folded these. I used a great little tool that I have, and it's a special thing that cuts and folds and does all these things. But you don't have to have that. You can use a ruler and scissors.
Old school.
So you fold this, trim it down, and it ends up becoming this little card like this one in the front.
So who did the artwork for this particular one?
This was Allie.
Your kid, yeah?
Yeah. So.
And then it comes into a card. And what did you do from here for your family?
Well, basically, I wanted to share all the kids' artwork with each other.
That's cool.
So I made a whole stack of cards for each child of all their artwork, and then put it into a box, put a ribbon on it, and sent it to them as a gift.
What did they say when they opened it up? I can imagine there might be a little tears.
They loved it, but they didn't want to use them.
So how cool is that? I mean, it's stuff that they haven't seen. Did Allie remember making?
Yes.
She did?
Yes, it brings back a lot of memories for them. They look and they say, oh, I forgot that one. Oh, I remember that one.
Oh, my goodness.
It's so much fun.
So you can give these out to other people, but you actually made it really personal for your children.
Right.
Here's a box of cards made from your artwork as a kid. I mean, that is such a great idea. Of course, any different kind of art. I mean, Mother's Day?
Sure, yeah. The concept is great for really any occasion. You could use it for, let's say, a baby announcement.
Oh, yeah.
And let your other child draw a picture of the baby announcement, print it. You can do it for birthday parties. You can do it for Mother's Day. Any occasion where you need to do a card. And it really doesn't take very long, and that special effort, it's less time than if you go to the store and buy a card.
And I think that it's really special when you make it yourself and give it to somebody else, but I think what you did with your kids and surprised them with their own artwork, I mean, how cool would it be to open that up and say, I recognize that. I did something like that. Well, that is yours when you were 5 or 6 or 8 or whatever.
True.
And then is this just like kind of an old card box that you used?
Well, you send out your Christmas cards. You know I save everything.
Oh, I'm sure, yes.
And because
you're going to use it somehow.
Because this was green, I didn't put any kind of covering on it. I just went ahead and put the cards in the open box like this, and you wrap a ribbon around it. But if you're using it for another occasion, take these little boxes and wrap them with the paper from that occasion. Birthday wrapping or Mother's Day wrapping, and then it makes a really great gift.
You always have the coolest ideas. So what is your website? I know we can learn a lot more on your website.
CreateBeyondTheLines.com.
Oh my goodness. Of course, if you want to see this again, get some ideas for your upcoming events, holidays, you can go to our website, fox4morningblend.com, where we're going to post this interview.